Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashemi. Yes, it is the first half of that game. It's still going on. We've played 25 minutes of action from the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Mediterranean Knights of Libya. I have Lasro Monile, a regular suspect on this show, joining me this evening to look at this game. What we are to expect at the end of the 90 minutes. Welcome to Sports Update.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Okay, we've seen Super Eagles, more than 20-something minutes of action, and still in the first half of that game, no goals yet. But we've seen 2 attempts from the Super Eagles before coming into the studio, and we've seen Victor Boniface, Frank Onyeka doing so well, Ademola Lookman. At least we've been brilliant going forward.
Yes, I think we have. I think our players in general, from the back to the front, have been exceptional in my opinion. I think we have kept the Libyans at bay. You know, kept them, reduced them to not basically they've not been able to create any meaningful chance, and then we have created chances of our own. I think there's an argument to be made that we could have actually had a penalty. But I think maybe we might talk about that later. But we have created some good chances. Ademola Lookman has been very instrumental, like you mentioned. Victor Boniface had what I would call a clear-cut chance. You know, which was able to wiggle around in the 18-yard box and create a chance for himself. And he almost actually got a goal in there. But of course, due to the fast thinking of the Libyan defender there, he was prevented from scoring. But I think the Super Eagles have started really well, and they are playing really well with a lot of confidence, a lot of good attitude, good perception of the game. Everybody is running after the balls, chasing the loose balls, winning the ball back very quickly. And then our rocks at the back, just Ekong and Calvin Bassey have been really solid at the back. And I think this is a match. As far as I'm concerned, the signs are there. It's looking good. It's looking positive that we might, we should be able to come back with our 3 points.
Okay, we should be able to come back with 3 points. Now, for the lineup, let's look at the lineup. If we can have that on the screen. Though if we've seen Sterling Nwabali. Yes, we know it will be there. Yeah. We have Olaino, Kevin Bassey, Shimilogo, Lawrence Ajayi, and then we have Bruno Onyemechi at the left wing back, and then the midfield, Frank Onyeka, Wilfred Ndidi, and Alex Iwobi. While we have Moses Simon, Ademola Lookman. Moses Simon operating from the right wing side, and then Ademola Lookman from the left side. We have Victor Boniface up front, playing the front man. What do you make of the lineup from Austin Eguavoen?
I think it's brilliant, to be fair. I'm a big fan of Austin Eguavoen, to be honest, and I think the lineup has been very fair and very outstanding. I think from the crop of players that we have, I don't think anybody will want to make any changes to that lineup, as it were, going into the game. Considering the players that we have available, if we had the big man Victor Osimhen available, maybe he might have been able to come into the team. But as it is right now, considering the players that we have, I think this is the best set of players that we have to represent Nigeria at this time, and they are giving a good account of themselves, to be honest.
Okay, let's have that lineup back on the screen. Sorry, it's not Ajayi. We have Truce Ekong and Bassey playing in front of Sterling Nwabali directly. Onyemechi, like I said, from the left side of the pitch. We'll see Ademola Lookman. He will be playing behind Victor Boniface. If you look at it, we know as in Iwobi is now made to be the creative player in sort of way, playing behind Victor Boniface.
Yes, and don't forget, there's a way he's always played when he was when he was at Arsenal, and then now in Fulham. He has always been that creative guy. He operates from the left hand side into central midfield. So I think that's something he can do very well, and he has been doing for his club Fulham. He's a very creative guy. Don't forget the lineage where he came from. I mean, so he's somebody that we know to be very creative on the ball. He can create chances for the guys up front. And we have our front line. What I love about our front line is they are very fast. They have the pace, they have the energy in there. So you expect that those passes will soon start flowing through, especially when those central midfield for Libya and defense are getting a little bit tired. So you just keep sending, looking at the channel, sending the balls through the lines, and you expect that maybe Ademola or Simon will be able to, lob a crossing for Boniface. I think the choice of Iwobi in that midfield is a brilliant one. And then especially when you consider those that are playing behind him. And Didi is a very solid defensive midfielder, in my opinion, one of the best in the game right now.
Okay, one of the best right now. The game is 30 minutes of action. We will be opening the phone lines to make your contribution. Super Eagles against the Knights of Libya. The number is on the screen. What's your take? So far, 30 minutes of action. Are you satisfied with what you've seen? Who wins the match at the end of 90 minutes? Nigeria is still looking for his first goal. We've seen some good flashes, good attempt from Nigeria up front. The number is on the screen to just call in, and we will get you directly to make your contribution. All right, let's come back to you. For Austin Ugwevon, I think he didn't really make a lot, apart from Victor Osimhen, who is not with this team. I think that's the only change right now we're seeing in the team, and Ajayi, who's not at the heart of the defense in this game. Yeah,
but you can understand why those guys are not playing right now. And there's an old adage in football: you don't change a winning team. I think to a reasonable extent, this team look like winners. They play like winners. They're behaving like winners. So I don't think there's any extra motivation for August Iguavon to change the lineup. And like I said, if you've been following the match from the first minute, they've actually played really well. And I think I've been impressed with our showing so far. There's not been a lot of nerves. There's not a lot of what I like to say, underrating those guys. We've not underrated our opponents. There's been a lot of respect. I like the attitude that comes in whenever Nigeria loses the ball. There's a great energy, a great passion to go in. I want to recover the ball back, and then try to get back into attack mode. Of course, I'm looking forward to hearing what other Nigerians have to say about this.
Okay, hello, your name, where you are calling from? Hello. Okay, we lost that call. If you please do well to call us back so that we can hear you. It is the match day 3 between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Knights of Libya at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. The number is on the screen. Are you okay with what you've seen so far? The lineup. Okay, still looking at the lineup for the Super Eagles. This time around, we also saw. Okay, hello, your name and where you're calling from? Hello, your name and where you calling from? Okay, please do well to reach us back. 32 minutes of action in that game. Now, in the midfield, we didn't see Dele Bashiru. At least quite a lot of changes, and Frank Onyeka coming in for Raphael Onyedika.
Yes, well. If you ask me to choose a starting lineup for Nigeria right now, it will look something like what August Iguavon has put up. I'm open to anybody changing my mind. I'm open to anybody coming in to tell me maybe I'm saying something wrong right now. Then let me know who you will have put in there. These guys are international players. There's a comment I heard when the match was going on that I love so much. And the person said, everybody who is playing for the Super Eagles right now are...
Okay, you hold your thought. There, we'll have a caller. Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
Hello?
Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Blessing.
Blessing from where? Okay, go ahead, Blessing. I can hear you. Okay, please do well to reach us back. We are having issues with the signal right now, the network. We just want to hear Nigerians talk about this particular game. We've seen the first half still ongoing. Now, go ahead with your thought on that.
Yeah. What I was saying is I'll be very surprised if anybody comes in right now and tell me I'm saying something wrong about this lineup. Of course, like I said, there's a big argument up front about whether or not a fit Victor Osimhen will have started ahead of Boniface, but Osimhen is not fit right now. He's not available for call-up. And Boniface has been doing very well. Victor Boniface has been very outstanding in this match so far. I think he has played himself very well. And then the midfield, I don't have any complaint about that midfield.
Okay, you still hold it there. Hello, where your name and where you're calling us from? Hello, I can hear you. Your name?
Hello?
Hello, go ahead. Your name and where you are calling from? Okay, I think the network is bad. Please do well to call us. The number is on the screen. Okay, if you look at Austin Ugwevon right now, I think he seems to be getting it right with the Super Eagles.
Yes, like I've been on this show a few times and I've advocated for a proper Nigerian coaching the Nigerian side. That has always been my position. And since Augustine Guamo came in, I think he has done himself relatively well. We're playing good football, so it's not just about the results right now. Of course, we're getting fairly decent results under him. So far, so good. But it's not just about the results, it's about the players he's picking and the way they are playing. I think they are playing really well. The ball is on the floor most of the time. We're not wasting time, we're not dilly-dallying about. We're actually playing good, fluent, attacking football. And which, for a Nigerian...
Okay, hold it. Your name and where you're calling us from?
I'm calling from Edo State.
Okay, from Edo State. Where in Edo State precisely?
Edo State.
Okay, go ahead. Your name first before you say anything. Your name, please.
Actually, I'm a huge fan of Iwobi.
Okay, okay, go ahead. Let's hear you. Hello.
I love football very much.
Okay, you love football very much. Okay, now Super Eagles against the Knights of Libya. What is your take? Who wins the game?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, she says she loves football and a huge fan of Alex Iwobi. Iwobi right now is doing the business on the pitch at the Gospel Akwabi International Stadium. Yeah. Now, going ahead for the Super Eagles, now we've seen more than the first half is gradually coming to an end. Yeah. Now, what do you think we should do maybe before the end of that? Okay, hello. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm Abubakar from Bauchi State.
Okay, Abubakar from Bauchi State. Go ahead, let's hear you. Quickly.
I love football very well.
Okay.
I am praying for the Super Eagles to win continue leading the group.
Okay. So who wins this match this evening? This match that is ongoing?
The match is ongoing. The Super Eagles are attacking very well, but they are unable to score a goal up to now.
Okay, what is your scoreline? Quickly.
They are 2-0.
Okay, 2-0 in favor of the Super Eagles, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you from Abubakar from Bauchi saying Super Eagles will, okay, thank you, that Super Eagles is going to win the game 2-0. All right, before I come back to you last one, let's quickly look at the fixtures of the games that we are having tonight. Super Eagles is playing right now, while some of the other games will come up later. We have in Group A, Tunisia against Comoros. Group B, we have Gabon to take on Lesotho. Egypt will be at home to play Mauritania. Rwanda, this game is also ongoing. Benin Republic at home taking on Rwanda, while Nigeria is also at the Gospel Akwabi Stadium playing Libya right now. Then we have Angola against Niger. In Group G, Ivory Coast will battle Sierra Leone. Mali against Guinea-Bissau, Cameroon against Kenya, Uganda versus South Sudan, and South Africa will play Congo. And for Group L, we have Senegal versus Malawi. All right, let's look at the results of games that were played earlier today. Those games were played in the afternoon. We have Equatorial Guinea beat Liberia 1-0. Zambia and Chad played a goalless draw, while Mozambique and Eswatini played a 1-1 draw. In that particular one, that those games were played earlier on in the afternoon. All right, back to you, Lasun, quickly. Yeah. For the Super Eagles, Jose Pizarro didn't do bad before leaving. In my own opinion, because a lot of persons, I believe, they might not want to agree to that. Yeah. Now, with what we are seeing, football pundits, soccer fans say Nigeria has what it takes to dominate Africa again, and to an extent, the world at large.
I absolutely agree with that opinion. Well, I think I disagree a little bit with Pizarro not do well or not, but maybe that's what under the bridge we will talk about it another day. But right now, I honestly, humbly believe that the Super Eagles have all it takes to dominate Africa. We cannot. I heard the NFL president the other day saying our goal was to get to the final of the last AFCON. I think we have to look beyond that, not just get to the final, but actually win it. And I think we can. And when you look around and look at the teams that have won AFCON over the last 2 or 3 editions, these guys are not better than what we have in the Super Eagles right now. We have people who are dominating in their football clubs. We have giants in Italy, in England, in France, and in Turkey, and in Spain. We have people. I mean, we have a Nigerian Super Eagles right now that Kelechi Iheanacho cannot even get into. We have people like people. I mean, look at our bench. We have Taiwo Awoniyi is on the bench, and a whole bunch of other people. And we are still talking about someone like Victor Osimhen not even available. So I honestly believe that we can compete and win AFCON, and I think we can do well on the watch stage. Okay, we can do well on the watch stage. We will still come back to the game between the Super Eagles and the Mediterranean Knights of Libya. That game is on the 38th minute of action at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. Now let's quickly go straight to Europe. We know that UEFA Nations League is ongoing. Also, games were played last night where the Three Lions of England lost to Greece at Wembley Stadium 2-1. But let's look at fixtures that will be coming up tonight in the UEFA Nations League. We have in Group Group 1, Estonia against Azerbaijan, Czech Republic will play Albania, Slovakia versus Sweden, and Georgia will travel to face Ukraine. And then in Group 3, we have Bosnia-Herzegovina against Germany and Hungary versus Netherlands. For Group 4, Iceland will play Wales, Turkey against Montenegro. These games will be coming up tonight. 39 minutes of action, 40 minutes of action at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. It is 5 minutes to the end of first half, still no goal. Yes, well, to be fair, I think a lot of people will be surprised if you've been following the way we've been playing from the first minute. A lot of people will be surprised right now that we have not scored yet. But then, well, it happens sometimes in the game of football. If I was talking to the boys right now, what I would just tell them is be calm, keep doing what you are doing. The more you keep knocking on the door, the more you keep passing the ball, keep pushing at the defense, it will crack. And all you need is just one goal, and then the floodgates will pop open. Okay, the floodgate will pop open. Let's take this story quickly because we are out of time of the show. Let's look at this story where Williams Trusecon, who is playing right now, and Rasheedat Ajibade, both of them are captains for the Super Eagles, and for Super Falcons, Rasheedat Ajibade. 2 of them are actually backing Flamingos to shine in Colombia, where the Under-17 Women's World Cup would come up. Yeah, that's brilliant. I think that's what you want if you are in the Under-17. You want the kind of the senior men to be backing you, and the ladies as well, which is brilliant for them. It's a good motivation. You want these guys to come in, tell you their experience, tell you how they've been, tell you what you need to succeed. And like I've always said, Nigeria has always done well in underage competitions, and I don't expect anything less in this time around either. Okay, that is a mix of no Colombia. It was changed. Colombia initially was B to host, but now it's going to Dominican Republic. So they have the backing of the senior girl and the senior boy. The senior boy, yes. Yes, and that's what you need. When you see the people who have passed through where you are, backing you, encouraging you, it makes the journey easier. And yes, I think I'm exceptionally proud of our captain. Okay, exceptionally proud. Colombia was initially scheduled to host the World Cup before it was moved to Dominican Republic. Okay, quickly, because the first half is almost done and dusted. What is your expectation for second half before we go away from the studio? My expectation is the same. Keep it the way it is. Keep it tight at the back, and then keep pressing. Let's use our pace. We have good pace on the wing. I hope the passes will flow more to the wing. Ademola Lookman has shown himself to be very dependable, to be a workaholic for the Super Eagles, and you know that the more ball you get to him, the more chances we're going to create. And Boniface too has been exceptional. He's hungry for goals, so just keep feeding the attackers, and we'll score. I can't wait to get back and see the rest of the game. Okay, we'll have on the morning show Wilfred Oban actually predicted that the game will end goalless in the first half, and then second half Nigeria will just beat them 3-0. It's as if what he predicted in the morning show is now coming to play. Well, we have a lot of prophets in this country, so I think every Nigerian who is watching right now will gladly accept that prophecy. Nil in the first half might be a little bit of a shock, but 3-0 in the second half, nobody will care what happened in the first half anymore.
Okay. That is why we'll be leaving it on the show this evening. It's good one having you, and we are expecting good result from the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium.
All right, thank you so much for having me. It's always fun to be here.
Okay, that is it on the program, and thanks to our caller, and sorry to those who couldn't get to us. It is the network issue, but we hope to get you again on our show when the Super Eagles is back to town. They will be going to Libya to play the return leg, and for Austin Ogwevon, he has targeted 6 points in this game, and we are waiting for the second half of this particular encounter. All right, that is it on the program. I am Emmanuel Fashimisi. Thanks for watching.